Today, we're diving deep into a transformative practice that can completely revolutionize your life, all before 10 a.m. Yes, you heard me right. We're about to explore a powerful method inspired by the teachings of Neville Goddard that will stop you from being a victim of yourself. First things first, let's talk about Neville Goddard. He was a pioneer in the realm of manifestation and believed wholeheartedly in the power of our imagination to shape our reality. According to Neville, our thoughts and beliefs create the world around us, and by harnessing the power of our imagination, we can manifest our deepest desires. You might be curious about what you can do before 10 a.m. to set yourself up for success. Well, let me tell you, it's all about a simple practice called visualization. Neville Goddard, a wise teacher in this field, stressed the significance of envisioning ourselves already having achieved our goals. Now, when we talk about visualization, we're not just talking about daydreaming or wishful thinking. It's much deeper than that. It's about fully immersing ourselves in the feelings and emotions of already possessing our desires. It's about living in the end, seeing ourselves in the future as if our dreams have already come true. So, how do we practice visualization effectively? It starts by setting aside some time each day to quiet our minds and focus on our desires. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Now, imagine yourself in the future, having achieved your goals. See yourself living the life you desire, experiencing the joy, the fulfillment, the abundance. Visualize every detail as vividly as possible, from the sights and sounds to the emotions and sensations. But here's the key: as you visualize, focus not just on what you want, but on how it feels to already have it. Feel the excitement, the gratitude, the happiness bubbling up within you as if your desires are already a reality. This is what Neville meant by living in the end, embodying the feelings of success and abundance as if they were already yours. So, here's your morning routine. Wake up, grab your manifestation journal, and find a quiet space where you can be alone with your thoughts. Take a few deep breaths to center yourself, and then start writing. But here's the twist: you're not just jotting down your goals, you're scripting your reality. In your manifestation journal, write as if you are already living your dream life. Describe in vivid detail what it feels like to have achieved your goals. Whether it's financial abundance, fulfilling relationships, or vibrant health, immerse yourself in the emotions of success. As you write, visualize each scene in your mind's eye. Feel the excitement, the joy, the gratitude bubbling up within you. Neville taught that our imagination is the creative force behind all manifestation, so by vividly imagining our desires, we set the wheels of creation in motion. But why before 10 a.m.? Well, Neville believed that the early morning hours are particularly potent for manifestation. As our minds are still in a state of relaxation upon waking, they are more receptive to the power of our intentions. By starting your day with this practice, you set a positive tone for the hours ahead, aligning yourself with the energy of abundance and success. Let's take a closer look at a challenge that often gets in the way of manifesting our dreams: the victim mentality. You see, many of us find ourselves stuck in this mindset, feeling like we're at the mercy of life's circumstances, like we have no control over our destiny. But Neville Goddard, a wise teacher in the realm of manifestation, shows us a different way. Neville teaches us that we are not victims of our circumstances. We are the masters of our own destiny. It all starts with our thoughts. You see, our thoughts have incredible power. They shape our beliefs, our emotions, and ultimately, our reality. When we think thoughts of lack, limitation, and powerlessness, we attract more of the same into our lives. But when we shift our thoughts to ones of abundance, possibility, and empowerment, we open ourselves up to a world of infinite potential. So, how do we break free from the victim mentality and reclaim our power? It starts with awareness. We must first recognize when we're falling into the trap of negative thinking and playing the role of the victim. Pay attention to the stories you tell yourself about your life and your circumstances. Are they empowering you, or are they keeping you stuck? Once you've identified the victim mindset, it's time to take action. Start by challenging those negative thoughts and beliefs. Replace them with positive affirmations and empowering statements that reflect your true power and potential. Instead of saying, "I can't do this." Try saying, "I am capable and resourceful, and I can overcome any challenge that comes my way." But breaking free from the victim mentality isn't just about changing your thoughts. It's also about taking responsibility for your life. Instead of blaming external factors for your circumstances, take ownership of your choices and decisions. Recognize that you have the power to create the life you desire, and that begins with taking responsibility for your thoughts, words, and actions. Another powerful tool for overcoming the victim mentality is visualization. Neville often spoke about the power of imagination to shape our reality. Take some time each day to visualize yourself as the empowered creator of your life. See yourself achieving your goals, overcoming obstacles, and living your dreams. Feel the emotions of success, joy, and fulfillment as if they were already yours. By adopting a mindset of empowerment, we reclaim our ability to shape our reality. Instead of dwelling on past failures or external circumstances, we focus our attention on what we want to create. This shift in perspective is fundamental to the manifestation process, as it aligns us with the frequency of our desires. So, how do we break free from the victim mindset? It starts with awareness. Take stock of your thoughts and beliefs, and notice any patterns of negativity or limitation. Then, consciously choose to replace those thoughts with empowering affirmations. Neville often spoke of the power of affirmations to reprogram the subconscious mind. By repeating positive statements about ourselves and our desires, we overwrite old programming and create space for new possibilities to unfold. But affirmations alone are not enough. We must also cultivate a sense of faith and expectancy in the manifestation process. This means trusting in the unseen, knowing that our desires are already on their way to us. Neville likened this to planting a seed in the ground. We may not see immediate results, but we have faith that the seed will eventually sprout and grow. Let's dive deeper into the incredible power of gratitude in the manifestation process. Neville Goddard, a wise teacher in this realm, frequently highlighted the significance of expressing gratitude even before our desires materialize. Now you might be wondering, why is saying, "thank you," so important? Well, it's not just about good manners. It's about tapping into the abundant energy of the universe. You see, when we express gratitude, we're sending a clear message to the universe that we appreciate and welcome the blessings that are on their way to us. It's like placing an order at a restaurant and saying, "thank you," to the waiter even before your meal arrives. You're affirming your trust that what you've asked for is already being prepared for you. But gratitude isn't just a polite gesture. It's a powerful force that can shift our entire vibration. When we're in a state of gratitude, we're radiating positivity and abundance, which in turn attracts more blessings into our lives. It's like flipping a switch from lack to abundance, from scarcity to plenty. So, how can we incorporate gratitude into our manifestation practice? It's simple, really. Start by taking a few moments each day to reflect on the things you're grateful for. It could be something big, like a loving relationship or a fulfilling career, or something small, like a beautiful sunset or a warm cup of tea. As you express gratitude for the blessings in your life, feel the warmth and joy spreading through your heart. Really immerse yourself in the feeling of appreciation, and let it fill you up from the inside out. This isn't just a mental exercise. It's about tapping into the emotional energy of gratitude and allowing it to uplift and inspire you. But here's the magical part. When you express gratitude for the things you desire as if they've already manifested, you're not only aligning yourself with their energy, but you're also signaling to the universe that you're ready to receive them. It's like saying, "I trust that these blessings are on their way to me, and I'm grateful for them in advance." Now you might be thinking, but how can I be grateful for something that hasn't happened yet? And that's a valid question. But here's the thing. Gratitude isn't about waiting for something to happen before we appreciate it. It's about recognizing the abundance that already exists in our lives and trusting that more is on its way. So, even if your desires haven't manifested yet, trust that they're on their way to you, and express gratitude for them as if they've already arrived. It's a subtle shift in perspective, but it can make all the difference in the world. In addition to expressing gratitude in your thoughts and words, you can also incorporate gratitude practices into your daily routine. Keep a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day, or take a few moments before bed to mentally list the things you're thankful for. In your manifestation journal, take time each morning to express gratitude for the blessings in your life, both present and future. Feel the warmth and appreciation flooding your heart as you give thanks for the abundance that is already yours. This practice not only raises your vibration but also acts as a magnet for more blessings to come. Persistence is like the engine that keeps the manifestation train moving forward. You see, just like how Rome, the ancient city, wasn't constructed overnight, our dreams also take time and effort to come true. Neville Goddard, the manifestation guru, stressed the significance of sticking to our goals with consistency and perseverance. Think of it this way. Imagine you're planting a garden. You don't just throw seeds into the ground and expect them to sprout into beautiful flowers or juicy fruits the next day, do you? No way. You water them, nurture them, and patiently wait for them to grow. Manifesting our desires works in a similar way. Consistency is all about showing up day after day, putting in the effort, and staying committed to our vision. It's like taking small steps towards our goals every single day, even when it feels like we're not making much progress. Remember, every little action counts, and over time, those small steps add up to significant results. Perseverance, on the other hand, is about never giving up, no matter how tough things get. It's about pushing through obstacles, overcoming setbacks, and staying focused on the prize. Just like a marathon runner who keeps going even when their legs are tired and their lungs are burning, we too must persevere in the face of challenges. Neville understood that manifestation is not always a smooth ride. There will be ups and downs, twists and turns along the way. But it's during those challenging moments that our determination is truly tested. Will we give in to doubt and fear, or will we keep moving forward with unwavering faith? The key is to stay anchored in our vision, regardless of external circumstances. Even when it seems like nothing is happening, trust that the universe is working behind the scenes to bring our desires to fruition. This requires a deep sense of trust and surrender, trusting in the process and surrendering to the divine timing of it all. So, how do we cultivate persistence in our manifestation journey? It starts with setting clear intentions and goals. Know exactly what you want to manifest and why it's important to you. This clarity will help fuel your determination and keep you focused on the prize. Next, create a plan of action. Break down your goals into smaller, manageable steps, and commit to taking consistent action towards them every day. Whether it's visualizing, affirming, or taking practical steps towards your goals, make sure you're moving forward, even if it's just a little bit each day. Along the way, be prepared to face obstacles and challenges. Instead of seeing them as roadblocks, see them as opportunities for growth and learning. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use it to become stronger and more resilient? So, commit to your morning manifestation routine with unwavering dedication. Even on days when you don't feel like it, show up and do the work. Trust in the process, knowing that each moment spent visualizing your desires brings you one step closer to their manifestation. So, by incorporating Neville Goddard's teachings into your morning routine, you can unlock your full potential and transform your life before 10 a.m. Through the power of visualization, affirmation, gratitude, and persistence, you can break free from the victim mindset and become the conscious creator of your reality. So, you want to manifest a specific goal. You desire a life that is different from what your present circumstances are and think that it is out of your reach. Maybe you want to start a business, want a high-paying job, or just want a large amount of money. But you hadn't had any of these things before. It is like trying a new food that you haven't tasted before. Now you want it. So, how to bring it? Well, it is very simple. It is only through imagination that you can bring it to reality. Even things that you've had no experience with in the past can be brought to reality with the use of your imagination. Imagination is God, and it contains everything. It contains the food that you have never tasted, the places you have never been, the circumstances that you wish to experience, and even the cars you have never driven. The aeroplanes weren't there in the past. They came into existence because someone constructed them in their imagination first, and then tried and tested them. Eventually, they were invented and now you use them to travel. It wasn't like the thing or situation that you faced in the past could only manifest. Also, the present experience of yours is just your old assumptions manifesting themselves in your present experience. They can be changed. You can do it by imagining the new state of being as a present fact. As I mentioned in the previous paragraphs, imagination is God and God is the Alpha and Omega. With God, nothing is impossible, not even your specific goal or circumstance. So, why do you think that your specific goal is impossible? Your specific goal is a desire that you have created over time. If you can create a desire, you can definitely achieve it. When you keep on repeating that, it cannot happen for me, or I have been trying to do it for 9 months but I didn't get it. You are experiencing what you are saying. In a manner, you are praying that it is impossible for me. Please don't give me. I want to try and I don't want it. Do you think that life is a machine that operates in a single fashion? If you were single, would you remain single? If you were in love, would you remain in love? Do you think life operates like this? It doesn't work like that. Right. You become happy, sad, miserable, confident, ecstatic, pleasant, jealous, hateful, and joyful. But you don't stay there. Everything changes. You experience something. Then you move on to another experience. Like this, life keeps on flowing. Then why do you think your circumstances are final and cannot be changed? Things change quickly. It happens all the time. Even if you visit memory lane, you will find out that something felt impossible one moment, and the next moment it miraculously became possible. Everything keeps changing, which is why your circumstances do not matter. It makes no difference if your specific person does not balance the relationship. It doesn't matter if they don't make you feel loved. It won't be like that. Once you change how you view yourself, the world will change its views about you. Once you change your concept of yourself from being someone who is mistreated and unworthy to someone who is desirable, wanted, irresistible, and irreplaceable, the world will look at you through those eyes. Your specific person would become your greatest admirer and lover. You would become a drug that they couldn't get enough of. Only if you change the concepts you hold about yourself, you can become it by embodying the state of someone who is irresistible, irreplaceable, and wanted. But how do you do that? You have to live from the state of the wish fulfilled. I know you have heard this term again and again. But what does it mean? Don't worry. I will simplify it for you by giving you some examples. Mind you, you have to live from the end by the conscious application of your imagination. Suppose Stephanie wants to manifest a relationship. Now living from the state of wish fulfilled would look like that she is already in that relationship. Instead of imagining a person proposing to her, she would imagine the things a couple does. She would cuddle in her imagination, do some special activities, hold her partner's hand, hug, kiss, and bite. Whatever her idea of a relationship is, she would play it out in her mind. It is important to note that her idea of relationship matters because other people will have different ideas, which sometimes won't feel natural to her. Similarly, if there is a person named Sam and he wants to manifest a high-paying job, living from the state would look like that he is already working as a highly paid employee. His imagination must be based on whatever idea Sam has about the high-paying job. Maybe he is working in an office that has great amenities. Maybe he is in the top position at his company. Maybe he is leading his company into big conferences. Maybe he gets to travel a lot because of his high-paying job. Maybe the company gave him a luxury car with a chauffeur. He has to imagine all that would happen after getting the high-paying job. Now, you have to figure out what living from the end looks like for you. It does not matter if you can't feel the state of having it after imagining it once. Many people don't feel it. The fundamental truth is that our internal dialogue profoundly shapes our perception of reality, for it is through our words, internally spoken, that we interpret the world around us. It is through our inner speech that we construct our identities, build our beliefs, and navigate the labyrinth of human existence. If we let our inner speech be tainted by negativity, self-doubt, or fear, our perception of reality becomes distorted and we can become trapped in a world of our own making, a penitentiary of limitation and constraint. Contrarily, when we cultivate right inner speech, When we gently shepherd our thoughts towards positivity, self-belief, and courage, we create an inner environment that nurtures growth, transformation, and freedom. It is the art of shaping our inner speech in a way that empowers us, that encourages us to break the shackles of our limitations and step into the vast expanse of our potential. The world today, unfortunately, is a battlefield marked by conflict, strife, and suffering. The existence of the art of right inner speech is a significant contributor to this sad state of affairs. We live in a world where blood and sweat are expected, where the potential for marvel and wonder is often stifled by the grim realities of life. However, this does not have to be the status quo. The power to change this lies within each of us, in our ability to master the art of right inner speech. The path to this mastery is not easy. It requires vigilance, discipline, and an unyielding commitment to self-improvement. But every journey starts with a single step, and the first step in this journey is to become acutely aware of our inner speech, to listen to the whisperings of our inner voice, to understand the narratives we tell ourselves. Listening is an art in itself, one that demands patience, acceptance, and a willingness to confront the sometimes uncomfortable truths that our inner speech reveals. As we listen, we begin to understand that our inner speech is not an arbitrary string of thoughts, but a mirror that reflects our deepest fears, desires, and beliefs. This understanding is the key to transformation. By changing our inner speech, we can change the narratives that shape our lives. Imagine a world where each one of us has learned to master this art, where our inner speech is filled with words of love, compassion, courage, and resilience. Imagine a world where we no longer need to bleed and sweat, but a world where we marvel at the beauty of existence, where we wonder at the mystery of the cosmos, and where we continually strive to become better versions of ourselves. In this world, limitations are mere illusions, boundaries are constructs to be challenged, and freedom is not a distant dream, but a tangible reality that we live each day. In this world, we are not prisoners of our fears or victims of our circumstances, but architects of our destinies. It is a world filled with promise and potential, a world where each one of us has the power to create our realities, to shape our lives in ways that reflect our highest aspirations. To reach this world, we must recognize and embrace the power of right inner speech. It is a journey that begins within the confines of our minds, but has the potential to take us beyond the stars. It is a journey that requires us to be fearless explorers of our inner universe, to venture into the darkest corners of our minds, to confront our deepest fears, and to challenge our most ingrained beliefs. It is a journey that demands us to be artists of the highest order, to skillfully craft our inner speech in ways that empower, inspire, and liberate us. The art of right inner speech is not just about changing our thoughts. It is about changing our lives. It is about breaking free from the shackles of our limitations and stepping into the limitless expanse of our potential. It is about transforming the battlefield of our world into a playground of possibilities, a sanctuary of marvel and wonder. As we master this art, we become beacons of hope, catalysts of change, and architects of a new world, a world that reflects our highest aspirations and ideals. We become not just dreamers but doers, not just thinkers but creators. We become warriors of light, spreading the power of right inner speech to every corner of our world, inspiring others to embark on this journey of transformation. So, dear Creator, I welcome you to join me on this quest to learn the art of right inner speech. It is a journey that will challenge you, that will test your mettle, that will push you to the limits of your potential. There is no such threshold that you have to cross before you can manifest your desire. Manifesting something is as easy as speaking an affirmation. Yes, it can happen, and it can only happen when you accept that one affirmation is true for you, even though the external reality might be showing you something opposite. If you live internally with the acceptance of having the object of your desire, then it is bound to happen. Many people fail to experience the wonders of manifestation because they have either too little faith or too much logic. Furthermore, some people have misinterpreted manifestations. They failed to realize that they did not desire the physical object. Neville's teachings are only based on one thing, and that is feeling. When you desire something, all you want to experience is the feeling of having it. You can try to name this feeling with different words like safety, security, happiness, and abundance, But all these feelings are unique to the one who is experiencing them. When we express them in words, we attempt to create a picture, which is typically an object such as a house, a car, clothes, gadgets, a specific person, and so on. All of these objects are temporary, just like when you buy something and feel happy for a short period of time. The feeling of happiness just doesn't stay with you. That implies the object is not desired, but the feeling is. In search of this feeling, you go and buy another thing, and again you get that feeling, which again fades away. If you look closely, you will notice that the objects change, but the feeling does not. Now, to master manifestation, you have to master your feelings as they exist within you, and you can generate them. No one can do it for you. Once you shift your focus from the thing to the feeling of having that thing, the game changes. You manifest that object, and it appears on the screen of space. Yet, some people are focused on the object rather than the feeling of having that object. It matters where you think most of the time. Don't concern yourself with obstacle. Obstacles are just the result of your previous state of being. These obstacles disappear once you assume the feeling of having your desire. It is a very simple thing, yet people try to complicate it because of their laziness. They try to give all sorts of reasons for why they can't do it instead of leaving their smartphones aside and making it a ritual to feel the feeling of the wish being fulfilled. There are countless success stories of people who are made from the same elements as you are and who achieve their desires by applying these principles. Upon my analysis of these success stories, I found a pattern that is common. This pattern included a high self-concept, which can be achieved through a mental diet, a strong faith that can be achieved by living from the end state of having something and refusing to accept no for an answer. If you desire something, then you are destined to experience that desire. You are meant to experience it. The real you has given you that desire and knows exactly how to unfold it. Your conscious mind is limited and cannot know the path by which you can experience it. Only once you've experienced it can you know the path, and you don't even remember what exactly happened. You still have a shallow image in your mind of what has happened, but you still don't know it exactly, as countless things are happening in this world at this very moment that you cannot know with your logical mind. You can only enjoy the fruits of their labor. Even the simple task of ordering food from your smartphone involves so many processes that are so synchronized that you are not even aware of them. Yet you are trying to figure out how it will happen, instead of having faith that it will happen. In Isaiah 55 verse 9, the author tells this very clearly and in such a mystical way that if you decipher it, you will feel a new level of clarity. It says, "As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways and my thoughts than your thoughts." Heaven in this context is referred to as the fulfillment of your desire. It is referred to as having your desire or having the new concept of self. One of the most effective ways to trick yourself into believing in your impossible dreams is to use programming at night. This technique involves listening to an audio book or podcast that talks about the topic you want to believe in as you fall asleep. The reason this method works so well is that your subconscious mind is more receptive to new ideas when you're asleep. By listening to an audiobook or podcast that discusses how it's possible to achieve your dream, your subconscious mind will start to believe it too. This is because your subconscious mind is responsible for controlling your beliefs and behaviors. And it can be easily influenced by the things you hear and see. For instance, suppose your dream is to become a successful author, but you don't believe it's possible. In that case, you could find an audiobook that talks about other authors who have achieved success and listen to it as you fall asleep each night. The audiobook will discuss the success stories of other authors and provide tips on how to achieve success in writing. As you listen to the audiobook, your subconscious mind will start to accept the idea that you too can become a successful author. Over time, your subconscious mind will become more open to the possibility of achieving your dream, and you will start to believe in yourself. As a result, you'll be more motivated to take action towards making that dream a reality. For instance, you may start writing more frequently, take a writing course, or network with other successful authors. Tip number 2: visualize your success. Visualization is a powerful technique that can help you calm yourself into believing in your impossible dreams. It involves using your imagination to create a mental picture of yourself achieving your goals in as much detail as possible. This technique has been used by successful athletes and entrepreneurs and artists for decades. And it can work for anyone who wants to achieve their dreams. When you visualize your success, you're essentially creating a mental movie in your mind of what it will look and feel like when you achieve your goal. You're not just thinking about it abstractly, you're creating a clear and vivid image that you can see, hear, and feel. The more detailed and specific your visualization is, the more real it will feel to you. And the more real it feels, the more likely you are to take action towards making it a reality. For example, let's say your dream is to run a marathon, but you don't believe you're capable of it. You could start by closing your eyes and visualizing yourself crossing the finish line, feeling strong and proud. You could imagine the cheers of the crowd, the feeling of your heart pounding in your chest, and the sweat on your skin. You could visualize yourself training each day, pushing through the pain and exhaustion, and feeling a sense of accomplishment after each run. As you continue to visualize your success, you'll start to believe that it's possible for you. Your mind will start to accept the idea that you can run a marathon, and that belief will give you the motivation to start training and taking action towards your goal. You'll start to see yourself as a runner, and you'll start to make choices that align with that identity. You'll be more likely to eat healthy foods, prioritize rest and recovery, and seek out support from other runners. Tip number 3: surround yourself with positive influences. The people you surround yourself with have a huge impact on your beliefs and your ability to achieve your dreams. Your environment has a significant impact on your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, which can either empower or hinder you in achieving your dreams. By surrounding yourself with supportive and inspiring people, till you can fuel your motivation and reinforce your belief in the possibility of achieving your dreams. Negative people, on the other hand, can be toxic to your aspirations. They may criticize, doubt, or discourage you from pursuing your dreams. If you continue to spend time with them, their negativity can rub off on you, and eventually chip away at your confidence and motivation. Let's say your dream is to start a fashion line. However, your current circle of friends and family members is not supportive of your idea. They may say things like you don't have the skills or experience to start a business, or it's too risky, and you'll end up wasting your time and money. If you continue to listen to their negative opinions, you may start to doubt your ability and lose faith in your dream. On the other hand, suppose you seek out people who have started their own successful fashion businesses, such as a mentor who has built a thriving brand, or a group of like-minded entrepreneurs who share your passion. In that case, you will be exposed to positive influences that can help you stay motivated, inspired, and informed. These people can offer you advice, share their experiences, and provide encouragement, which can help you overcome obstacles and stay focused on your goals. Surrounding yourself with positive influences can also help you build a network of supportive allies who can offer valuable resources and connections. For example, if you attend networking events or join a mastermind group, you may meet people who can introduce you to potential investors, suppliers, or collaborators. These relationships can open up opportunities that you may not have access to on your own.